Over on Netflix, we have a new one-off documentary called Trainwreck Poop Cruise. And here's a clip.
More than 4,000 people are stuck on a cruise ship that is dead in the water.
That's when all of us were like, what the
When power goes, that's it. Everything's out.
It was immediately crisis mode.
The toilets weren't working. Well, we can do a number one in the shower. And then...
I'm telling you, it got bad fast.
I would never expect having to poop in a red bag. Oh, no.
Well, the title says it all, doesn't it? So Trainwreck is a sort of anthology documentary series, which you may have seen some of them already. They're kind of about things that go horrifically wrong. There's been a couple about music festivals, I think. And there was a recent one about a politician, a Canadian politician, who was caught smoking crystal meth. But this one is, I guess, is kind of a little bit more light-hearted. And yeah, as the title suggests, it's about a cruise which goes dramatically awry, and sewage is heavily involved. It's about this Triumph cruise ship. It's one of those absolutely ginormous cruise ships with so many stories and thousands of people on board. I mean, it's not my idea of hell. But anyway, the engine catches fire and you see smoke kind of pouring out of the funnel. And then the power supply fails, so there's no light, there's no power, and they're just kind of drifting, and they can't use the toilets. So there's testimony from a lot of passengers who are on the cruise and some of the staff. The staff are very good value and quite amusing, but the passengers are a right shower, really. I mean, I know it was bad that they were kind of stranded for 5 days, and they had to poo into kind of bags. But, you know, it's not a total disaster. If anything, it's just quite an amusing story. But some of the people seem to be taking it, you know, very seriously as a kind of trauma. So there's some good characters. There's one member, a Russian member of staff, who kind of says, well, this is what it was like in Soviet Russia, you know, so why is everyone making a big deal of it? And there's a sort of no-nonsense northern English crew member who is good value as well. And some of the passengers are hilarious. So there's sort of a bachelorette party of girls who only seem kind of interested in where they can get their next cocktail. And yeah, there's a really annoying guy who he's on the cruise for the first time with his prospective in-laws, and he's very annoying. So some of them he thought, I'm kind of glad that you went through this in a funny way. But it's and there's also a chef who is great value as well, who describes trying to use one of the toilets when people were still using them even though they weren't working. And he said it was like insert word here, lasagna, because it was like feces, toilet paper, feces, just right up to the brim. So yeah, it's pretty grim stuff, but nonetheless, as you know, people going through slightly amusing but very uncomfortable experiences often is entertaining, perhaps in the wrong way. So yeah, I would recommend these Trainwreck. The one about the mayor of Toronto, which I just watched this week, is pretty good, and then the two about the music festivals are compelling as well. So yes, quite different. Hannah, did you like this? Do you like cruises?
I can't think of anything worse than a cruise. I mean, the idea of being stuck on something with a load of people I don't know, or having to queue, or imagine if the weather's bad and you all have to sit inside. What do? Just drink and play cards? I mean, I'm sure it's not like that. I'm sure a cruise is amazing, but it's just not for me. And then this happening. I mean, you are right. There's a lot of badly behaved people on here, but I genuinely can't imagine how I would behave. Would I be stoic and, you know, it's one of those things, come on, guys, or perhaps they didn't know it was only going to last 5 days, or, you know, I don't know. The idea of, you know, number ones being able to be done in the shower and number twos to be done in the red biohazard bags that that were being distributed around the ship, and then you just pop outside for some, you know, unnamed staff member to come and pick up, of which They were not interviewed for this, were they? Of course, but it seems that in the time that's gone since that happening and now, people seem really have like almost PTSD from it, don't they? It was really bad. I mean, perhaps as you say, worse things happen at sea. See what I did there?
Oh.
But I don't know. I'm not so sure. It's okay to watch. I'm not sure it's something that I would want to watch again.